So, hi everyone. Hope you can see my screen and hear me well. Savita, you can confirm if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can hear me well.
yeah.
Okay.
It's audible.
Okay. So, thank you so much, organizers of SRIT. In fact, I'm engaging with SRIT for quite a while now. So, happy to be part of this webinar, marathon webinar session that you are conducting. It's a good idea. And since I'm interacting with several institutions now, good to see that SRIT has taken this initiative to bring in the marathon webinar for the benefit of the faculties and students. I hope this kind of initiatives goes and all the best to them. To start with, I just would like to keep you all feel relaxed because for the next 45 to 50 minutes, I'm just going to take you through an interesting topic. Knowingly or unknowingly, you would be doing this in your daily life, and we all are victims or part of doing this topic called market research. So, just like the caption mentions, the glimpse to the inevitable, because inevitable is something that you cannot avoid in your real life. So, market research. Let me, do a small post-mortem for this topic. Let's touch upon research first. You want to cook your best recipe, so what you will do, you will just go and do a research, and you go to YouTube and you find out that. And if you come to know, there is a web series which is downloaded in any online portal, you will go and do a research and you download it. And if you all are married men and if your wife is carrying, you want to find out the best gynecologist in your area. Or even if you have an allergy, we go and check it out for the best dermatologist. So when we say best, the best, there is an effort involved to find out the best. So research is involved for that. Just imagine, you want to find out an address, you want to find out the shop where you are getting the best tandoori chicken. So everywhere a research is involved. So when you do research, you will get multiple opinions and you come up with a decision. Okay, I'm not going there, or I am going there. So there is two answers, and to end up with two answers, an effort is involved, and that is called research. So coming back to market research, we all know, we do a lot of research in daily life, like I just mentioned. And coming back to market research, this market research is very important for any company, any opportunity, any business, or any institution, or any individual. Say, for example, you joined SRIT. You might have done a lot of research about SRIT versus any other colleges. And coming back to the faculties, of course, you may be feeling lucky to work with SRIT, or there could be some dream colleges too. But how are we giving those benchmark? How are we giving those rating? It's all part of market research, and we come up with a conclusion. And this is a very interesting, saying, and I just want to showcase this with you. So, research is to see what everybody else has seen, obviously, because when you do a research, you will find out the results and which people have seen. So why are we doing these researches? The researchers is purely because you want to do something which nobody have ever seen, right? For best example for this caption is, who have imagined Airtel or BSNL or Vodafone Idea? We were thinking that they are providing the best offers. We never imagined there could be another company who can come up and drag everybody from all the telecommunication companies, and that is Geo. So why did Geo win in the race? And they have more market share, they have more customers now, and they have very, very aggressive offers now because they have done their math. They have done their research very well. So we were thinking, okay, Vodafone is providing 3 GB for 249 rupees. and Airtel is providing only 2 GB for 249 rupees, guess what? Geo providing 1 GB per day. So that makes the difference, right? So if we want to make a decision based on a result, a research is involved. So just imagine how exciting it is, right? You may be having a very good skill in finding these information, and you all will be having a good quality in finding this information, but you won't know, is this your career, is this something where you want to focus on? You don't know. But finding an information may be a positive strength in you, so you want to identify by going through this presentation. All right, so this is a simple process. I just want to break down how a person and how a company do the research. So getting into the process in detail, any company will be doing this research repeatedly. And the research can be outside a company or inside a company. Say, like, I am from a software industry and I need to live up to the trend. So research helps to live up to the trend, because a lot of technology would be coming, and a lot of devices are in the market right now, and we cannot sit in a place or in a traditional method where 3 years ago there was a methodology. We cannot still say that is the trend. So any company or any person or any individual can only live up to the trend by doing research. It could be your smartphone, because you can't use a small phone that is 3 years old, because technology is booming, and people were having one camera in the mobile phone, and I have only two cameras, and my cousin have three cameras. But I'm thinking, okay, I'm going back to the phone which is having six cameras. So this is market research. This is the eruption and this is the resultant of market research. So now, when somebody wants to find a result, one thing, the first thing what they will be doing is define a problem or opportunity. So when you call it as a problem or opportunity, they both are same in market research. Let me say, in Hope College or in Pilamedu, where you have PSG College, a small Bengali guy wants to start a pani puri stall. Okay, so he will be just roaming around that street, and he will be looking at, okay, is there any other person selling pani puri there, and what is the crowd, and okay, let me watch him from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., which is the peak time. Okay, I think there are around 50 to 60 people who are coming. So okay, per day 60 people, and if I'm charging 20 bucks per person, I'm going to get so and so rupees. So this is a research. But is he going to put up another stall near to him? He is a competitor, but he is going to be placing it in a different place with more attractive, where he can get more attention, and he's not going to sell it for 20 bucks. Maybe he may be going to be selling it for 15 bucks. But the price is a factor. How are we deciding on the price? Because you know what is the competitor is selling. So it's a simple formula, just from the pani puri stall, starting in a common street, right from a company taking a decision to launch a product or launch a product like Geo. Everywhere the research is involved and a process is in place. So define the possible, problem or opportunity, and that could be for anything. You want to choose a career in Coimbatore, you want to go and search for that company, and you will be going to Google and typing a keyword, top 10 companies in Coimbatore. That is a research. So developing your research plan. So you want a career, you want a college for higher studies in Coimbatore, you will be going and do a research. So when you want to do a research, you will be having a research plan. So this is not based on the process. You can recollect the researches you did in your real life, and you naturally would have gone through these steps, right? So you may be going and checking in Google, and you will be finding the information. You may be asking to some of your colleagues who are still studying there, some of the employees who are working in such a popular company, and you may be reading about the reviews about such companies in Google. So those are the marketing plan. So when it is going to be a simple plan, you don't need to write it down. But when it is going to be a very important process, it is always good to write it down. So develop your marketing research plan is very, very important. Okay, I am going to do this research in so and so way. I'm going in person and I'm going to meet them. I'm going to call them. I'm going to do some research in website. I'm going to read some news about them. Everything comes under this marketing research plan. You should have a plan, and only then you will find facts about something which you are searching for. So collect relevant data and information. Of course, you have found out the tools or methods, you are going to find it out. And what is the data that you have got? So you have to write it down. You have to collect the data in a proper way so that you can go back and you can revise it and you can take a decision. So that is where you analyze and you find out a report. Say, for example, there is an X and Y institution. There could be, you may be feeling like in each and every parameters they are equally good, where there could be some factor you may feel like, okay, this is nearer to my home, and that could be the decision to go with that institution or with that company. Or you may say that company is not providing cab, or that company is not providing food allowance, or that company is having night shift. So these are the reasons you will be coming in. These are the reports, or these are the data that you are collecting, and then you will be coming up with a decision. So now put your research into action. So by going through all the first four process, you will be coming up with a decision and you will be saying, yes, this is it. So let me tell you, most of you may not be, there are some people who are even going to get married. The process is same. A girl want a good guy, they will be doing this research, or a guy want a good girl, they will be doing this research also. So apply this market research process in any field or anything that you want to find out. So, like I said, the types of market research, what are all the methods or the tools that we use commonly for market research? The first thing is the first thing is survey, and the second thing is call and check, and third thing is interview. So let me just talk about the first three things. You know that India have a lot of BPOs and KPOs, right? So just imagine how a company in US or UK, they are trusting us in India and giving such research process, business process, outsourcing process to India, and they invest in setting up a company in India, and they cherish in India, but they don't have any knowledge about India. This is a huge business, because this is where companies like Infosys BPO, you can take it from top BPOs, any small scale BPOs, they are surviving by doing this market research. Say for example, a company in UK, name of the company is Nolan Group. And Nolan Group, they are like conglomerates in setting up great hotels. So there is a company in Coimbatore, they do the research to find out what are all the amenities and what are all the facilities a hotel should have from the Indian perspective. Because we are not familiar in bathing in a bathtub. So they cannot bring in a bathtub in the Indian hotels, but maybe when you see a shower, of course that is very much mandatory. But when you bring in a bathtub, there will be a very common or very confined or unique set of people who will be exposed to bathing in that way. So survey is very important. Survey is nothing but collecting mass opinion. So collecting survey can be in different way. They can create a Google form and they can send. There are a lot of survey portal available. The Survey Monkey is there. It's very very intuitive. You can create a Google form, and that is also really good. And you can even send a good email or send a WhatsApp message, or even in Facebook you can go for poll. That is the trend now, because we are no longer going depending on Google Forms. In fact, Survey Monkey is very useful now, but you will have to pay for it. And call and check. So this is again a process where India is surviving by having a lot of BPOs. Call and check is nothing but they just call and they just collect some information and they just enter in an Excel file or in a common tool, and then they collect that data. That is just calling and checking. Interviews is nothing but, again, let me come back to an example where you want to find out a good institution or any company that you want to work with. You will interact with them. That is all about the interviews. So these three processes are very key in our daily life now, and it's a huge business potential thing. And let me tell you, BPO has a process, and there are companies who don't have any process in hand. They are called consulting companies, and they consult several clients to get profit in their business purely because they are very, very great in market research. Let me tell you an example about a company named CRISIL. Okay, CRISIL, and they have an office in Coimbatore also, and they have an office in Mumbai. They don't have any product, they don't have any business, but their core business is giving consultation. Say like, I can go and say like, hey, I'm having a small warehouse and I'm having 10 product and I want to grow my business. When we go and say to their company, they will do research about the area where we have put out our warehouse, and they will be creating a presentation by doing a research, and they will guide or they will consult this client or me, how we can enhance the business. So that itself is a big business. So consulting companies are great in doing these kind of market research. So first 3 points, just understand, just imagine the potential involved in this market research. Fourth thing is analytics tools. So just like, now Facebook has polling, many times in the previous days, we were dependent on, manually doing these kind of research. And how accurate are those results? Because so yeah, just a small pause. Okay. Hope you can still see the screen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can able to see.
Okay. So analytics tools, like this is to avoid human intervention. This is to avoid any chance of adding our thoughts into the results. It's going to be very, very dangerous when the researcher adds his assumptions into a result. It will hurt a lot. So now a lot of tools are available in the market, and these tools, when you collect the data and we put it into these tools, they can create beautiful information. A best example of this analytics tool is now we all are watching this, worldometer dot info, which is for coronavirus update. You can see information about all the countries having the count of people affected with COVID, people who are recovered. This is a compilation of all the research information which is pulled out and put it into one tool. So that tool is a brilliant tool. Just imagine we are getting daily, hourly updates. What if a tool is not in place and this needs to be done manually, and this will take a week to look at the current updates? So this is consuming a lot of workforce effort, and this is saving a lot of time, and this is giving information immediately, and that is changing the world. So analytics tools, let me tell you, there is a lot of opportunity in the field of data analytics. You can look into Power BI, you can look into business intelligence. And like I said in the previous slide, the research will be done within the company and outside the company, by the consumer, by the employer itself. So let me tell you an example. HID Global, I don't know how many of you know about HID Global, and they are the access control device company. So they are into manufacturing biometric devices. So they had a problem, like they have a production warehouse in UK and in US, and all of a sudden, they have a target in producing X number of biometric devices in a day. So they
Hello.
found.
Sir, your audio was missing, sir.
Okay.
Sir, your
Can
audio
you?
was interrupted. Okay,
Okay.
that HIE Global, that example, we could able to hear it clearly. But after
Okay.
that, we face like the audio break.
Okay. How about now?
Now it's fine.
Okay. Could be because of the internet. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. So let me come back to that. So they had to compare what is causing UK is producing more number of biometric devices a day, but the same set of workforce, same set of infra, US team is not able to produce the same number of devices. This was a challenge. So they had to go and see what was the factors that was involved, why the production is not equal to UK, and what is making the US team to not produce equal to that. So this is a very serious problem because they are investing and they want to see the production. And if there is a dip in the production, then that is going to be challenged. So this is an example. These analytics tools have helped such companies to come up with a decision and come up with a root cause and stop such kind of an issue. So these are the types of market research. So you all need to be understanding what are all the things needs to be very much in particular in doing the market research. So I'm not, there are lots and lots of other ways. I'm not getting into that. You will get confused. But to take you to the fundamentals, you can stick to the four methods. And again, I spoke about HID Global, and here is another a small case study. I'm just going to end up this case study in this one slide itself. So there is a company in US which I worked previously. The name of the company is Crystal Broadband Networks. I just want to mention that as X now because that is an X company anyway. And there is another company Y. Okay. So Crystal Broadband Networks were providing internet for states, a lot of states in US. So when a company decides to provide internet in a particular street, okay, let's not talk in a bigger picture of state, let's bring it into a particular street. And in that street, when a provider wants to start providing internet, these are the parameters they want to look at. How many homes are there? Because those homes are the targeted customers. So we found out that there are 100 homes. And in 100 homes, what are all the age group? Because if we want to provide internet, because we can identify or we can classify, okay, these are the age group who will be more, dependent on internet. So we want to have that research in place, and out of 100, how many of them would be interested in taking the internet? Of course, the age factor, even the senior citizen to pay bills, they want to go out of the town and they also need internet, but they are not going to take a higher package. They are going to take a lower package, but still they need it. So out of 100 homes, let's not say 100 are targeted customers, maybe 80 percentage of that can take internet. So this is one understanding. This is purely because of doing a thorough research. So another question that will be arising in a company's mind is, who is the other provider? So we need to find it out. So we found there is a Y, which is called a Time Warner Cable, and Time Warner Cable is providing internet in that area, and they still don't have all the 80 or 100 homes as their customers. They have only 20 homes as their customers. So they also don't have many customers there. But as a company, what we want to do is, let me explain this process. It's a very interesting process. Okay. So we went into that street and we interacted with the 20 customers who are with the competitors. So with the competitors, we found out what are all the advantages they have, and that could be the disadvantages of us. So we want to overcome that to win that area. So when we interacted with those customers, we identified they have a very good clarity or very good speed in the internet. Second thing is, they said they have a very good technical support. If there is an issue, a technician will come and they will be fixing it immediately. That is an advantage. And third thing they said is there are a lot of discount offers, there are a lot of referral discounts coming in. And that is the reason they are staying with the company. So we asked them, okay, you are getting all these features, and how much are you paying per month? They said, yeah, I'm paying $100, and they won't say $100 flat. Let's say that $99 per month. So we went back and we collected these information, and this is the speed they are offering. This is the plus the competitor has, and this is the price in which they are providing the service. So we sat down and we came and discussed, and we went into our drawing board, and we decided to ensure we have a quality technician. We decided to have the issues to be fixed. Say like they are coming and fixing it in 6 hours, we want to fix that issue in 4 hours. And again, we created a package which is not $100 or $99. We plan to provide the same package for $79. Okay. And there is no installation fee because the competitor were providing a connection with an installation fee, and we said we don't need installation fee because we want to bring those 20 people to us with these offers. They are paying 99 and we are going to bring them with us with 79 only, and there is no installation fee. Only then they will come to us. So first thing, we bought those 20 people with the limited money they want to pay, and that is a big thing. And what we did is we went into the remaining homes because first we attracted these 20 customers, and we went into the remaining 80 people and we said, hey, Time Warner Cable was having 20 customers, and they all are using Crystal Broadband now. This is just because we are providing better service, and we have very good technician here, and the package is really good. And we will provide you a free service for the next 10 days, and you can enjoy, don't have to pay anything, and then you can take the connection. So out of that 80, we got another 40, so that we got 60 customers. So this is how it is. So when we say there is 100 homes, 60 homes we got as customers, we initially started with 10 customers and we got 60, and that is the penetration level. We need to penetrate. So out of 100, we should have the more customers as our customers. So this is to get new connection. Okay. Now let me tell the negative side. If there is an issue, if there is a flood, if there is a major issue in the equipment which is expensive, which got into trouble, and the whole area is not getting proper connection, there is a challenge for the company, because we will be going back again, we will be discussing internally, okay, what is the cost that is going to affect to fix that issue. Say like that is going to take 1 lakh or $100,000. Okay, $100,000 to fix that issue. Okay, how many customers do we have? So you may say that, okay, 60 customers, and per customer we are getting $80. So 60 into 80 per month. Okay, this is the amount I'm getting per month, and I'm going to invest 100,000 or 1 lakh dollars for that area. Is it worth? That is a question. Am I going to invest that and take that money back, or am I going to shut down that area and take those equipment back and sell that and go and find another area? So this is a simple example. This is called wreck out or fixing it. So this is a simple example, and all these actions are taken purely because of market research. We should be knowing how many homes are there. We should be knowing how many customers are there if we want to take a decision on such areas. So like this, you can apply this result of market research, and the result of market research can be very crucial in taking a decision. Fine. And now, just want to brush up with you. You can just recollect the research that you did in your regular life, and you may not be even knowing there is a good market researcher in you. So these are the good traits or qualities that a researcher should be having. Okay, so you should be in an inquiry mode. when you go, you should be patient. And when you do a research, you cannot pop up too many questions when you're doing a research. You should be in a listening mode, or you should be a good listener rather than asking questions. So what if? You can't do ask such questions. This research is not a stage to ask back questions. You just need to throw the question, you want the answer, collect the answer, that's it. And you should be open minded, because you may be expecting, or there should be a predetermined mind in you, or you may be expecting something in you, and this is the answer I want. You cannot be predetermined in doing research. So you should be open minded. You should be thinking, okay, this could be a negative feedback, or this could be a positive feedback, and I should take both the feedback in the right sense. So you should be open minded. And again, it's very important that you should not add your assumptions. You collected everything, and still there is something telling inside you which is not the real fact, and you will try to include that information in the result. That will affect a lot, and that will trouble you, that will bring you a bad researcher. You just need to add the facts, not your assumptions. So just coming back, you should be in an inquiry mode. You should be a good listener and observer. Why I'm saying you should be a good listener or an observer, you may be thinking, what are all the answers that you noted are the important answers? But there could be some simple things. Or you may be thinking that is a silly thing, but you cannot leave out that silly thing also. That could be the vital thing to take a decision. So you should find even a minute information that you're collecting from a research, and for that you should be a good listener and observer. Okay. So again, let's not add any assumption in the facts that we are collecting. So these are the basic traits or characters a person should possess to be a good researcher. Now, here we have a very good career opportunity. Let's not say that you're going to be into that career, but wherever you feel that you can be a good career, say like you want to prepare a question bank for your students, or even if you want to work on a project, or even if you want to do a any presentation for any institution, everywhere you should be a good researcher. So there are challenges. When you want to say that I am the best researcher, you should be facing these challenges, because you may be thinking that you are the great person in doing a research, but there could be another person, your friend or anybody you know. He or she may be having best traits to have a better researching skills. So challenges are nothing but brutal competition, because time is a key thing. Because somebody like your HOD or your tutor or even your parents are asking for an information to collect the information about a business I'm going to start, about a seminar that is going on, or symposium that is going on. You want to do a market research about a symposium. You want to check it out about the previous symposium that had, and how many people were attended, and what are all the certification and the visitors they participated. And when you want to do those researches, you cannot take your sweet time. Okay. So maybe that task is given to two or three people, and competition comes when the other person gives those information within the short span of time. So competition comes only when the time plays a vital role. So it's like the Vadivel comedy Sivaji Setutara, right? Because he did a research, and he came very late, and that research information is of not use for them. So brutal competition is there, and you should be on time. You should take very less time in giving the information, and huge pressure on accuracy. And how many people have joined for this WebEx session? There is a question. And you cannot say 113 people. Oh, 113, why not 120, you say? Because it's not 113 anyway. It's only 79 or 61. You should give the precise information. So if you are not accurate in giving the data, and that is going to be a trouble. So there is a huge pressure on giving accuracy. And again, there is a tremendous reporting skills. You are great in finding the information. You did all the process so well, and you came up with a decision, but you don't know how to report, how to convey. and there is a format, or there it can be in a ppt format, or it can be in a very good table that you can put it in excel and you can send, or you can write a nice email right from there, or even if you're uploading it in a tool. Reporting skill is very very important. If you have collected all the information and if you don't know how to report it, then it's gone. So reporting skill is very important. The constant need to keep upgrading, that is very very needed. You cannot say I was with the company for 5 years and I'm the best researcher, but you were doing some traditional way or the very outdated method of doing a research, and you cannot still stick to that process now, because there could be lot more advanced tools in the market and you should keep upgrading to that. You cannot be an outdated person, so that time will be more and accuracy will be less, so that you cannot score more, and you cannot be a rock star if you are not keeping on upgrading yourself, and you should keep learning. And that can be an advantage also, because that will keep you living up to the trend. So it's not a challenge anyway, but no job is challenge or error free, right? So you should be learning all these challenges and you should overcome it. So the work can be repetitive and monotonous. Well, sometimes you may feel, but come on, there are some work you may be feeling like it's a repetitive work, but you let's not think in that way. But sometimes you may feel that is repetitive and monotonous. So I just spoke about the challenges now. Now let's get into the beautiful part of marketing research. What are all the rewards of career in marketing research? It's an exciting work format. Just think, you are working in any organization and you started giving accurate information. You started giving the information to the organization with the less span of time. You don't want to sit in a place and work. You can work from anywhere. All the organization will be looking at is the information that you give. And if you have possessed that kind of trust and quality in you, and you will be having an exciting work format. So that is the advantage of getting into this market research field, and playing a crucial role in the organization. Of course, 5 years ago you did a research and you presented, or you submitted a report on the research that is asked you to do, and because of that vital result, now the company would have been in a exponential growth, and they would be in a great stage, and you can feel proud in you, and you can feel that you have played a crucial role in the organization. So even you may think while doing the research, you maybe think, why I am doing this research? Is it really worth to do a research? But the result will come and you will realize that you have done that research, and only because of that, you have become a part of the organization as a crucial guy. And working in close collaboration with the various departments, obviously, because this research will be fitting into any field or any department, so they cannot stop you from interacting with different departments. So this is a freedom that you have. You will have to come up with your own research skills, and let me tell you, you will be starting your career as a marketing analyst, and from there you can go even up to chief strategy officer or chief experience officer or any such roles, and the growth is humongous. So you will be interacting with different people, so you will gain more knowledge about all the fields or all the departments in a company. And high scope of innovation, obviously. So let me talk about innovation now. Now, this market research is rebranded or redefined in different terms. Company like me, we have a R&D team. See what this R&D team is doing. We have a software product, and this software product is in the market since 2004. But can we still say what are all the features and what are all the look and feel that we were having in 2004 can be the same thing in 2020? No. For that, what we need to do is we will keep on doing this R&D. This R&D is nothing but the market research. So this is where research plays a vital role. And again, innovation centers. Several colleges or universities are having innovation centers. They are inviting projects and lot of ideas from the students, and they are taking it to the next level and bringing it into the fulfillment or bringing it into the reality, thoughts into reality. So innovation centers are nothing but they are The foundation is market research and fast growth. This fifth thing, a very important thing. So if you are very good in giving those research, just think, I'm just not talking about the equity or any accounting related things. Who can even predict the shares, how that is going to be in the next 5 months, and you should invest here. Everything is purely based on the market research. So there are such consultants who can give such a prediction based on the data they collect and research, and they have fast growth. So just imagine, it's a very exciting field, and these are all the rewards that you can get in choosing this kind of a career. So that's it from me. I just want to make it very short and sweet. I think I went a little bit faster, but I think you were able to catch up with me. So this feedback link will be shared, and this is from the organizer. It is requested to be in this presentation. So please have a look into it.
Sir, thank you so much for providing your wonderful presentation on market research, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the participants are asked to fill the feedback link, which will be provided in chat window.
So thank you, everyone. I'm signing off. Thank you for the opportunity, and see you in the next session if I get an opportunity. Thank you, everyone.